Welcome back to Live at 4. I'm Michael Diane. The WIU football team came home this weekend looking for a signature win against 11th ranked Illinois State. Saturday marked the 102nd overall meeting between the Leathernecks and the Redbirds. Meaning 102 of these in-state rivals would see a tough fight in the first half. As we're finding with the video, there we go. Illinois State would get up 14-0 early on after some turnover capitalization, and then redshirt freshman running back Deshaun Gavin punches it in on 2nd and goal from the 2-yard line. That's the first touchdown of his Leatherneck career, and it's 14-7 Redbirds as they enter the fourth. 2 Illinois State touchdowns later, it's 28-7, and Connor Sampson looks to his left, fires to George Waugh. He finds him in the back of the end zone. Nice grab for the 4-yard touchdown. That's 28-14, and that is your final score. Despite Connor Sampson setting a new program record for completions in a game, the struggles against arch rival ISU continue. Western has now lost 9 out of the last 10 meetings between the two teams. This season, WIU goes to 0-7 in the loss. A major issue in the game Saturday, that was the turnovers. Head coach Jared Elliott addresses the turnover issue on this week's edition of Leatherneck Insider.
Way too many self-inflicted wounds. A lot of it is fundamental. It's technique, it's discipline, it's detail, it's eyes. It's trusting your reads, your progressions. We started the second play of the game. We put one on the ground and led to 7 points. Ultimately, we gave Illinois State 14 points off of turnovers. 3 of them were on offense. 2 of them we had on special teams. And they're mistakes that can happen.
Back in action next weekend. The winless Macomb Bombers had the second to last game of the football season on Friday night. It was against the visiting 2-5 Mahomet Seymour Bulldogs. The Bombers were looking to zero in and get that 0 out of the win column to target the Bulldogs of Mahomet Seymour. As they run out on, once again, part of Fight Cancer, Breast Cancer Awareness Month is October after all. Second play from scrimmage. That is a picked off pass from McKenna Goby. That is a Mahomet Seymour Bulldog, brings that into the end zone, 7-0 in the first couple of minutes of the game. Then here we see a read option, quarterback keeper. He makes a Bomber fall to the turf, and Mahomet Seymour extends their lead with 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Then 1 minute left in the first. The trouble continues for the Bombers. A tipped McKenna Goby pass goes right into the arms of the defender, and that is the second pick 6 of the first quarter. Things would not get any better. Macomb goes on to lose this game 41-0. That marks the second time this year Macomb has been shut out. They are now 0-8. Senior night, Friday night against 3-5 Lincoln. Switching to Bushnell West Prairie, the Sparklones are trying to find the end of their season on a strong note. BWP blew out winless South Fulton 37-14 last Friday night. The Sparklones are now 3-5. They take on 4-4 Lewiston in their senior night game in West Prairie Friday night. Meanwhile, the men's soccer team is headed in the opposite direction as the women's soccer team. The women are on the skid. The men have won 3 in a row. They shut out Purdue Fort Wayne on Saturday. Ryan Dubois sent home his second goal of the week in minute 77. Those 2 goals by Dubois earned him Summit League Offensive Player of the Week. Goalkeeper Tim Trilk's 2 clean sheets earned him the Summit League Defensive Player of the Week. Moving indoors now, Sunday in Denver, Colorado, the WIU women's volleyball team took on the 12-6 Denver Pioneers and lost in a 3-0 sweep. JoJo Cruz led the team with 13 kills in that match, and they won't have to wait long to get back into action. They are in action tonight in Western Hall. First serve is scheduled for 6 p.m. tonight. You can hear that game on 88.3 The Dog. I will be on the call with one of our fellow News 3 members, Evan Williamson. Finally, the WIU swimming and diving team lost their first mate to IUPUI on Saturday. Macomb High School volleyball senior night tonight against Unity. That's quick hits. That's it for sports. Final word is next.